Cardano over the last week has rallied since the 9th of August. Over the last 4 days, 50%. Now, Tim, you were talking about earlier before the stream. In fact, you were talking about this several days ago. You kind of predicted this rally based on what we're about to talk about right here.
What's funny is I'm not even sure if this is a real technical indicator. I just found it interesting that they had been moving together so similarly. However, when you look back at the charts back on, what was this? Probably, get that thing out of the way. My thing's blocking it. When you look, I'm on the daily chart. Come on now, Tim, get better.
Freaking daily chart.
4-hourly chart. When you look back around the 10th of August, so that like a couple days ago.
Yep.
I noticed that while Bitcoin and Ethereum were sitting right around between 25 to 28% lower than their all-time highs, Cardano was sitting at 40%. I was like, okay, they've been moving together. If you look at the Cardano over Bitcoin, Ethereum over Bitcoin, you're like, okay, Cardano's lagging a little bit. It's gonna be like this slingshot effect where they come up. I did not think they were gonna jump to right now being only 17% less than all-time high. But I did think they were gonna catch up. And it did a little more than I thought it would do.
Yeah, so what that is, Tim, that is you reading the market dominance in a roundabout way. You weren't looking at the actual percentage market dominance. You were looking at the percentage retrace from all-time high, and you noticed that the Cardano market had not rallied as much as Ethereum and Bitcoin, so it was behind, and reasonably we could expect that it would catch up, especially with all of the news going on around Cardano. We're going to talk about some of that with smart contracts being announced a little bit later on in the stream. I don't want to go into too much detail on what's going on with Cardano, what's going on with all the different updates and everything. If you know about Cardano, you probably already know what's happening. If you don't know about Cardano, you probably don't care. But if you're in both of those camps, you probably do care about the technicals. So let's go ahead and look at those. As Tim was saying, 4 or 5 days ago, Cardano was 40% retraced from all-time high, whereas Ethereum was only 26% retraced, and Bitcoin was sitting somewhere around 29 to 30% retraced. Cardano definitely had some catching up to do, and it has definitely done so ever since. We can see from Lux Algo that there was a buy signal that flashed here on the 27th of July, and we've been remarkably bullish ever since. But on the other hand, we need to keep in mind that the TD sequential is telling us that we've been overextended on this rally ever since the 30th of July. So we have some conflicting signals here. We have some signals that are saying we're in a buy state, but we also have many signals saying that we are overbought. Taking a look at the daily chart RSI, we can see that RSI here on Cardano has rallied all the way up to 86 from 30. This is one of the fastest rallies I have ever seen on on RSI anywhere. I do not say that exaggeratively. I've seen it before. I've never seen it. I haven't seen it this high very often. You can see here after the flash crash that we saw in March of last year following the global shutdown, we rallied at 61 points on RSI here on Cardano over 53 days. In this time frame, we've rallied 58 points. Excuse me, we rallied 61 points over there. We rallied 58 points in 22 days. This is the fastest RSI rally that I believe Cardano has ever seen, and I don't remember the last time I've seen a rally this quick on Bitcoin itself. Cardano has gone through one of, if not the fastest, largest rallies that I have ever seen in my entire career here in technical analysis on a major cryptocurrency. I'm not talking about the meme coins that managed to rally 50,000% in the span of 2 hours because they got pumped. Cardano has doubled in price in the last 3 weeks, and again, everybody who is in Cardano is very happy about it. But the question now is, will Cardano manage to continue this march higher? Are we going to all-time high, or is Cardano going to correct, flag out, and consolidate? That is the question that we are going to try and answer today. One of the points I want to make here is that Cardano has next to no resistance above it. Cardano rallied to $2.08 last night, and we can see that the VPVR resistance, that is the volume profile of the visible range. Essentially what this indicator is it shows us where has the most trading happened. Notice down here where we have a peak on the VPVR, this is the VPVR over here. This peak right here represents where we've seen a bunch of trading. Notice there's a bunch of trading around $1.20 back during these times, June, July, back over here in May, lots of March and April there was trading around this region, but notice how there wasn't much trading at all above $2.10 in the visible range. So this is taking into account everything that we can see on our chart here. If we were to zoom in here, then it would look quite a bit different. So we're looking at the VPVR. That's the volume profile for the visible range, as opposed to the VPFR for the volume profile fixed range. We're looking at the visible range here. And we can see from the VPVR that there's next to no resistance above us. That indicates that if we manage to hold at $2 and we manage to not get ahead of ourselves and have a massive crash and not get too overhyped, there is a good opportunity for us to return back to all-time high. And I'll be honest with you guys, based on what we're seeing happen in the cryptocurrency market, based on literally dozens of technical, fundamental, and on-chain factors that we've been analyzing every single day here for 4 years, Bitcoin and Cardano and Ethereum look poised to rally all the way back to all-time high in the next couple of months. And I think Cardano might be one of the first ones to do it. But the question still is, will it do it right now or will it have a flash crash? Because I'll be honest with you, this rally that we're seeing on Cardano is very reminiscent to the rally that we saw on Bitcoin at the end of 2017. Let me show you what I mean. Bitcoin rallied from $3,000 over the span of 93 days to $20,000. In just 90 days, 1/4 of a year, we rallied 600%. And what happened from there was a nightmare for anyone who was invested in Bitcoin and they were looking to sell. Because if you didn't sell up there, you wouldn't get an opportunity to sell in the high teens for several more years. Because we rallied so fast, so far, had no corrections, and it wasn't healthy, we pulled back 70% over the span of the next year. And in fact, we initially pulled back 70% in the span of just 52 days. The question on Cardano right now is, will what we are seeing right now result in a V-top like we saw just a couple of months ago where we rallied very quickly and then very quickly jumped off a cliff and a lot of people lost a lot of money? A lot of people lost a lot of money because they bought in up here thinking that Cardano was going to go to $10 in the next 2 months. Didn't happen. Will Cardano do that, or will Cardano sustain this rally and manage to continue healthily? Well, let's make sure we're taking into account the history here. Number one, Cardano for the last 8 months has been trading around $1. We have been trading sideways in this region, so we have fundamentally secured $1 as a strong factor for what Cardano should be priced at. $1 is a foundational intrinsic value for Cardano now. It would be incredibly strange for Cardano to ever go below $1 now just because of how much trading has happened just above this region. Cardano is very much worthy of the $50 billion market capitalization that is currently sitting upon. It's actually higher than that now that it has had this rally. But here's the problem. From a fundamental standpoint, Cardano actually doesn't do a whole lot just yet. We are very bullish on Cardano here at this channel, and most of us in the cryptocurrency space are. There's a reason it's in the top 5 cryptocurrencies. It's because it has a great use case. It's because the native token, Cardano itself, is doing great things, and the Cardano blockchain helping Africa and other emerging nations with decentralized identification is an incredible value proposition, not only for profit, for us investing in it, but also morally and ethically for helping to raise up millions of people out of poverty. Cardano is a fantastic project and we love it. Here's the problem. There's no such thing as DeFi on Cardano. It doesn't exist yet. Smart contracts are not activated. Cardano right now is almost purely valued with speculation. It's a $56, $57 billion speculative bubble. What is it trading at right now? Let me see. Cardano is sitting at $65 billion. It is sitting at $65 billion. I think I just misspoke and said bubble. I want to clarify. Cardano's not a bubble. I don't think Cardano is a bubble in the slightest. I think it is a community of people that believe heavily in the future of it, but we still need to see that confirmation.